We're live here on the Quad where JMU is set to host College Game Day.
We're here with everything you need to know with this special edition of Breeze TV.
Thanks. We are here in the pit of college football live, which is currently about to start.
And we're going to be here throughout the show interviewing students and alum about how they're feeling about College Game Day. Stay tuned.
From the field to the studio, Breeze TV presents live coverage in preparation for ESPN's biggest show. This is College Game Day 2023 at James Madison University.
Welcome to this special edition of Breeze TV, Game Day edition. I'm Colby Reese.
And I'm Piper Hepler. Today we're here with everything you need to know to prepare for ESPN's College Game Day's third visit to JMU.
And we're less than 24 hours before JMU will host their third game day right behind us on the Quad. A lot of information to know, obviously. People will be camping out at 10 p.m. tonight because that is the time that was set for people to start lining up for the queue. Yes. However, you won't be able to get your pit tickets until 6 p.m. So it'll be a long night, 6 a.m. excuse me. So it'll be a long night into the early morning for those expecting to be in the pit tomorrow, obviously. And no food or drinks in the pit, no signs with vulgar language or on sticks. So just make sure you're remembering these things if you plan on being in the pit so that you don't get denied.
So College Game Day will start at 9 a.m. and will go till noon. After that, kickoff at Bridgeforth for the JMU App State game will be at 2 p.m. And just a reminder for students who decided to stay a day later because of Game Day's announcement, dorms will close for Thanksgiving at 10 a.m. on Sunday. So if you're tired, get ready to head out. And D-Hall and Chick-fil-A will be open till 8 p.m. tomorrow. So there's a lot of buzz going on and excitement with JMU, and if you're wondering how it all gets set up, it takes a huge group of production crew to set it all up. Hit the Quad at around 1 p.m. on Wednesday and immediately started unpacking. By 2:30, 7 of the 9 trucks had arrived to build the stage and set up. By Thursday morning, the stage was fully assembled and the pit was blocked off. The Quad is now ready for the game day celebrations. If you want to be even more impressed with the speed from the crew, stay and watch the team take it all down just hours after the show ends to begin heading to their next location.
GameDay Host talked to the media earlier about how they're feeling about being back at JMU. JMU's always been regarded as one of the best locations to host the show.
These crowds that we've had the 2 times we've been here have been among the best in my 9 years on the show. So there's a lot of pride in the program, pride in the university, in the area, and they come show out, man, and that makes the show a lot of fun, gives us a big adrenaline kick.
Host also displayed their displeasure with the NCAA, which should be a common theme of the show tomorrow.
This is bowl eligible now. In a bowl game, then this team is undefeated. It makes 0 sense.
McAfee hosted his show right behind us earlier today. Huge turnout from JMU supporters. Our reporter Abby Allard went and found out how fans were feeling.
Hey Dukes, I'm out on the Quad right now where the Pat McAfee show is happening, asking students how they're feeling as we approach game day and their thoughts on Pat McAfee. And why are you out here today?
Why am I out here? I'm out here for Pat McAfee. He's the GOAT.
Oh my gosh, I'm here for Pat McAfee and the College Game Day and my son.
What time did you get here?
I got here about an hour ago, pretty early.
And we didn't get here until probably about like 9. But we're up in Wilson right now doing stuff, and we've been overlooking the whole day.
How do you feel about Pat McAfee?
Pat McAfee, dog. Pat McAfee's a straight dog. He's a legend. I mean, he's just an awesome guy for everything he's done, especially for how he's been talking about JMU. We do need a bowl game, so you guys got to make that happen.
I'm a big fan of Pat McAfee. I've been watching his show for a few years now, like 4 or 5 years. I was really happy to see him stick up for a Virginia school. Not really a lot of people talk about Virginian schools, and so to see him stick up for us, it was really nice to see.
He called us a D2 school on his show. He obviously corrected himself, so I give it back to him, but I like him. I think he's a great guy. He's got a lot of clout. So
I love Pat McAfee. I am so excited. This is awesome. I love JMU.
Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Abby Allard.
College Game Day is set to put even more national attention on the 10-0 Dukes, but other athletic programs are just affected as much. I spoke with coaches throughout the week about how this will impact their programs. College Game Day has a huge impact on the campus it takes place on every Saturday.
It's great exposure for the university, the athletic department, and the football program.
While the major spotlight put on James Madison is directly related to the football team, other head coaches notice how it also benefits them and what field hockey head coach Chrissy Morgan calls a trickle-down effect.
It helps every program. Coaches, we have this community where we want success for the other programs, and we celebrate the success of the other programs, and bringing this to our campus, that's success.
Coaches also feel JMU being put on a national stage allows for better recruitment.
The attention's great. I love it. You know, I could make a recruiting call and probably talk to somebody or whatever else. I love seeing JMU's name everywhere.
With JMU being regarded to as an everything school and having much success this season, athletic programs feel like they feed off of one another's achievements.
The culture for JMU is we're all in. We're all in. We want success for each other. And so when one has success, we feel it, and it creates an energy and creates a vibration that creates more success.
Athletics have continuously grown over the years at JMU, and Game Day will only boost this trend.
We've heard it on the media now, we've heard it on the news. Basically, the whole country is calling JMU an everything school.
Yeah, and there's a lot of reasons for that. Obviously, football is ranked by AP poll, but also men's basketball for the first time in history is ranked. And also looking at some programs that aren't the main staple. You have soccer, who both teams made the NCAA tournament. Volleyball set to start the Sun Belt tournament soon. They can make another run at the NCAA tournament. So you're seeing why everyone's calling it an everything school, really. And obviously, there's more in the media because of the bowl eligibility. JMU being denied last night officially.
Once again, the NCAA denying a waiver, letting JMU to be able to play in a bowl game. JMU says they're done fighting, and it's sad for the Dukes, but, you know, government officials are involved in the fight, and they will likely sue the NCAA for denying student athletes the chance to participate in postseason.
Yeah, and just because JMU done's fighting doesn't mean government officials are not going to seek legal action. So it should be interesting to see how all that plays out, despite it feeling like JMU kind of a final decision was made last night. Heading to the game on Saturday, a lot of students are willing to spend hundreds of dollars to get into the game, while selling your free student ticket is illegal, according to JMU. Our senior anchor, Zoe Mowry, found out more about the saga.
Student tickets are not allowed to be transferred or resold, according to the official JMU website. If students are caught, JMU says this will, quote, result in the cancellation of ticket reservation.
The student who then pays the money for the illegal student ticket is going to get to the gate and not be able to get in. There's nothing we can do. A private transaction at that point is a private transaction.
Despite this policy, students are taking to social media and student group chats in an attempt to sell their free student tickets.
They're kind of expensive, so I've just kind of been texting friends, seeing like who's giving up their ticket, who has friends who are giving up their tickets.
Some on social media have sent discouraging messages to these students who are trying to sell their tickets. One user on Reddit said, quote, I would understand selling them for a few bucks, but for everyone to try and sell free tickets for over $200 is ridiculous and upsetting.
For people to take advantage of other Dukes for this just really disappoints me, and I think that we should be better than that, especially if you got your ticket for free.
JMU says they hope to continue packing the student section. Kevin Warner said the moment they found out College Game Day was making its way to the Berg, they halted some general admission tickets to give out more to students.
We strive to maximize students. The students are essential to the environment of our college football games. They bring the energy, and we want them there.
Just remember, JMU Nation, as you scour the internet for last-minute tickets, look out for scams and only buy your tickets through an affiliated site. For Breeze TV from Bridgeforth Stadium, I'm Zoe Mowry.
Mowry is out on the quad right now talking to students. Zoe, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Tyler, a JMU sophomore who has been camping out on the quad since Wednesday night. Him and his group were some of the first people on the quad to start the line to get into the pit for College Game Day tomorrow. So, Tyler, can you tell me what it's been like camping out on the quad?
Of course I can, yeah. It's been cold. You know, past 2 nights dropped to the low 30s, but, you know, we got a good group of guys. We're going to stick through it and hopefully get in the front of that line.
And so, are you planning on going to the game after? Do you have a ticket?
Yes, I do have a ticket.
What are you looking forward to the most for College Game Day?
I'm looking the most forward to getting in that pit and having a good group of guys around me and really just sticking through it and pushing through.
And you've got your sign here, so can you tell me a little bit about the inspiration for it?
So yeah, I thought it would be really funny to have this sign, so I had the idea, I made it happen, and here we are.
All right, did you and your friends make it? Do all of your friends who are camping out have signs too?
Oh yes, we all have signs.
All right, thank you so much. Good luck at camping. Stay warm tonight. Back to you all.
Thank you, Zoe. After the break, we'll have more on this being the 30th anniversary show for College Game Day.
And their third time in Harrisonburg.
Stay with us.
It's bow time.
Dude, we need gas.
Yo, we gotta get those Supremes.
We're not gonna make it.
It's bow time, baby.
So worth it, right? I'm glad y'all ran out of gas.
Boldly seasoned chicken Supremes with a biscuit, fixin', and drink. It's bow time. It's bow time.
We gonna split this solo?
No. Come on. Split the drive?
No chance.
What are you wearing? Split these?
I thought you'd never ask.
Introducing Bo's Barbecue Chicken Sandwich and Bo's Carolina Gold Chicken Sandwich. Boldly seasoned hand-breaded chicken, topped with pickles, slaw, and your choice of 2 sauces. So good, you'll want to get both and split them with a friend. Download the Bojangles app and order ahead. It's bow time.
This is Breeze TV's College Game Day coverage.
Welcome back to Breeze TV. This is JMU's the 30th anniversary game show. College Game Day first premiered live on ESPN in 1993. The show aired in South Bend, Indiana for the first matchup between top-ranked FSU and Notre Dame. What if Lee Corso and crew chose here instead? They wouldn't have much to work with, obviously, back then. First Stadium was really a free-for-all. Unlike the coveted seats for basketball, people could be found playing intramural sports and things of that sort and sunbathing on the bleachers. So very interesting to look at the perspective now of how JMU is now a football school, and the idea of the prestigious football program is really out of question.
Had that little man syndrome, like JMU was never on the radar for big time sports. Where the football program is now relative to where it was when I was a student and you could sit anywhere in the stadium that you wanted. Now to see that it's 26,000 every game this year.
National attention since their move to the Sun Belt last year. The Dukes remain undefeated this year as their fame continues to grow. Reporter Alexa Bonilla has the story.
For JMU, College Game Day is easy as 1, 2, 3. The Dukes are hosting their third College Game Day this Saturday. JMU is ranked 9th for the most College Game Day visits since 2015.
Our school is not in Oregon. It's not a Bama. It's not a Penn State. It's not those big schools that, Game Day is almost expected to go to. And I think a lot of the country looks at that and says, wow, JMU has something special, and it's really cool that, we're able to be in the conversation.
It's not only College Game Day's third visit to JMU, but also the 30th anniversary of College Game Day being on the road.
In my opinion, what better place than JMU?
In 15 and 17, we were kind of just a fun story, but we are relevant in the national college football discussion now.
JMU football made their debut in the Sun Belt Conference last fall and continued to gain recognition through their fight for bowl eligibility. The Dukes still remain unbeaten.
If you thought I was going to miss my undefeated ranked college football team, be there for College Game Day with the Jonas Brothers, you're wrong. I will be there.
From the College Game Day setup, I'm Alexa Bonia reporting for Breeze TV.
ESPN anchors are center stage, and purple floods the quad as people come together for Game Day's third visit here at JMU. Alums speak on this happening.
Camping out early on the quad, seeing Lee Corso dressed up as James Madison, and huge crowds of JMU fans are just some of the highlights from previous college game days at JMU. Alumni say these events were ones to remember.
It's right up there in moments that I will remember for the rest of my life, moments that I'm going to tell my kids and my grandkids.
Meanwhile, in the front row of the pit at JMU's first game day in 2015, you could find Justin Tarbell, class of 2016.
I mean, I'd grown up watching Game Day and watched it every Saturday, so it was cool to have that on campus. It was a surreal moment, but I think just seeing the JMU community come together for it was probably my favorite part.
For student athletes who played in the 2017 game against Villanova, say the hype surrounding it was exciting, but they had to stay focused on the field.
The pressure was there a little bit, but I think that our main focus was trying to block out the noise.
As Game Day makes its third trip to the quad, alum Dondi Simon shares his advice to make the day as memorable as it was for him.
Be present, be in the moment, because take the time to look around you, just to hug the person that's next to you, to tell them you love them, because this is one of the most amazing experiences you will ever see.
Although the quad will be a sea of purple and gold on Saturday morning, you may notice a speck of crimson in the crowd. This is because members of the Washington State University Alumni Network have a tradition to wave the old crimson flag at every single college game day show. It started in 2004 as a way to bring WSU to game day since the show wouldn't come to WSU. Jody Woods from the Washington class of '98 will serve as the flag waver for this week's show. Originally from Olympia, Washington, she's excited to make the trek to Harrisonburg to take part in the energetic atmosphere this weekend.
That's always exciting for us as flag wavers, is to see the fans of the university and to interact with them and be a part of that energy as well.
The flag has made appearances all over the country, including the last 2 times Game Day has visited JMU. Old Crimson will continue to be a staple for Saturday mornings as long as College Game Day stays on the air.
I don't think it just means a lot to Wazoo. It means a lot to college football fans. And I don't think College Game Day would be College Game Day without seeing that bright crimson flag in the sky.
Game Day is here, and that means the tradition of signs was continued throughout this week. People were making their signs in Madison Union, and senior anchor Maggie Rickerby was there.
Spirited Dukes filled the clubhouse in Madison Union in preparation for College Game Day. Students spent time creating clever slogans or images for their signs in support of JMU's football team. Many signs protest against JMU's bowl ineligibility, like April Eichhoff's drawing of a lettuce bowl.
I didn't want to write it out because every sign's going to have words on it. So I was like, this is going to stand out. It's big, it's bright.
Or Nate Hazen's colonial quote.
This is my sign. It's quoting Patrick Henry. Give me liberty or give me death. Give me eligibility or give me death.
While some signs had intricate messages, others were plain and simple.
I'm going to kind of throw some extra pizzazz on there, but it's cute, it's simple, and I feel like it's giving what it needs to.
Keep an eye out for some of these signs in the pit on Saturday.
Signing off for Breeze TV, I'm Maggie Rickerby.
Bring it back out to the quad where senior anchor Maggie Rickerby is. What do you have for us, Maggie? We're having some technical difficulties out there. We'll get back to them soon. And we're hitting a commercial break, so we'll be back after this.
It's bow time. It takes 49 steps to bake a fluffy made-from-scratch Bojangles biscuit. But to make it a country ham biscuit, it takes 50. Get a fresh buttermilk biscuit today with a slice of juicy country-style ham. It's bow time.
Tailgating is a song, heard across campuses, parking lots, and open fields. They say this song can be heard elsewhere, and perhaps this is true, but it is nowhere near as bright, nowhere near as loud, nowhere near as triumphant as it is right here. Tailgating may not have been born here, but here is where tailgaters are born.
This is Breeze TV's College Game Day coverage.
We're now back, and we're going to toss it to Maggie Rickerby now as she's on the quad. What do you have for us, Maggie?
Thanks, guys. I'm here live right in front of the pit where the Pat McAfee show just happened just a bit ago. I'm here with Beth, she's an alumni, and Chloe, who is a current student. How are you feeling today about College Game Day coming to JMU?
Thanks, Maggie. I am so excited, and I know Chloe is too. I'm an alumni. I graduated in 1985, and I'm a huge JMU fan and couldn't be more prouder of the Dukes. And to have game day here for the third time is really amazing. And just to see the Dukes winning every single game, you know, in the Sun Belt Conference, we are just cheering for them tomorrow and so proud and happy of the Dukes. Go JMU, we love it. Yeah. And then Chloe here is our international student. We're a friendship family to her while she's here at JMU from South Korea. And so we're going to go to the game. We got tickets before we even knew that all of this was happening. And so we're just couldn't be happier. Really excited.
Yeah, very excited too. And I'm very proud to be a Duke at JMU.
Great. Well, thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoy the game and College Game Day and all of the shows happening. Back to you all.
Thank you, Maggie. The Friendly City is no stranger to busy weekends like homecoming and graduation, and local business owners are ready to take on the game day treatment. Our executive producer, Michael Russo, talked to business owners to see what they're ready for it.
Harrisonburg is open for business. With a surge in visitors amid ESPN College Game Day's third visit to JMU, the Friendly City welcomes them, and the free advertising ESPN brings with open arms.
It's an incredible platform. The exposure it gives the university and in turn the city of Harrisonburg, the marketing value of that is off the charts.
McGill says Harrisonburg has transformed since Game Day's last JMU appearance in 2017. Liberty Street Mercantile just celebrated its grand opening in October. Right across the street from Magpie Diner, entrepreneurs at the new shopping and event space are gearing up for some fresh faces and hoping for some celebrity sightings from the Jonas Brothers.
And it's a great time to go to the game day program, and then at 12 come down and eat brunch and come shop. We're very busy at Magpie on weekends anyway, so we're just hoping that all this overflow comes over here and shops and spends money and checks out all the new stores that are here.
Across town at Hyatt Place, the hotel is fully booked for the weekend.
You see the sea of purple wash in, and it's just great. It's such a sense of community that we all come together to have JMU to cheer on. It's great to see all the alumni coming back to celebrate where they went, their alma mater.
But even with the Hyatt and other hotels in the area sold out for game day weekend,
we can accommodate that. And again, that helps the city grow other businesses. So the more hotels you have, then restaurants will start to pop up around them. And that momentum just keeps going and going. And I really feel like we as a city have had that momentum for, 10 years strong.
Hopping around Harrisonburg for Breeze TV, I'm Michael Russo.
Many of JMU's fine art programs will be in action, as well as the football team this weekend. Sports reporter Tommy Gerganis has the story.
As ESPN prepares to make its way down for College Game Day weekend this Saturday, several of JMU's fine arts programs are preparing for the pregame and postgame activities. The Marching Royal Dukes, cheer team, and Dukettes are a mainstay at JMU football games. Although it was announced that campus will be the host site for College Game Day just last Sunday, each group says they have prepared well in advance to put on a great show.
I'm not going to lie, I was surprised, but I was definitely hopeful. And after we started winning all those games, my hope definitely went up. And when we found out, I wasn't really shocked.
Maybe a little, because it's such a big event, but the Dukes are very deserving. They've been doing amazing this season.
Each program agrees that all the special buzz of game day is a special chance to show off their group in a big way.
Just the coverage, national coverage. I think for us, we are always in such a visible spot at game day and things like this, and this is just that even more. And so I think they're all just excited to share their school spirit and to share that with the rest of the world, the country.
Each of the Spirit teams have their hands full this weekend to support the 10-0 football Dukes, and everyone has something in particular to be excited about.
This isn't a team for me. These are my kids. This is my family, and so getting to see them to shine on national TV is really anything. I mean, I can't explain it.
Reporting here from Bridgeforth Stadium, this is Tommy Gerganis.
SOS Dukes! For College Game Day's 30th anniversary, ESPN blasted to the year 3000 and invited the Jonas Brothers to perform during the show. The iconic trio will be performing one song at 11 a.m. alongside Bailey Zimmerman during the 3-hour show. But don't get paranoid about which song they'll play, because once the show is over, the brothers will perform 2 more. The stage will be burning up, Dukes. Don't be a sucker and miss it.
And I'll know one thing, the alumni who are here in 2015 and 17 did not get a Jonas Brothers concert, but they are giving advice to students who are going to be at this College Game Day. Natasha Eck, who graduated in 2020, remembers the chaos that came along with the fun. She emphasizes the importance of staying close to friends and being prepared for a long day.
Make sure that you are hydrated, make sure that you pee beforehand, and make sure your phone's charged so you can find your friends afterwards. Or like have a set meeting point for when you're deciding to leave. To meet up with everybody again, because it will be very difficult to find people.
Alumnus Robert Keeling experienced Game Day in both 2015 and 2017 with his kids and his wife, who he met at JMU. Keeling and his wife knew Game Day was coming, but didn't know what to expect. He also mentions that while both of the Game Day experiences were exciting, it was difficult to navigate, especially with his kids.
This is a marathon, not a sprint. It lasts several hours. And you got to keep up the energy that whole time, because it really is the energy that shows through on the cameras. And so you got to think about that and really pace yourself throughout the morning.
This week's matchup against App State features 2 of the best offenses in the Sun Belt. Both teams have scored at least 30 points in each of their last 3 games. Quarterback Jordan McLeod has contributed 11 touchdowns in that span and accumulated at least 400 passing yards in each performance. McLeod's duality in the QB role this season is what has made him such a key part of their offense.
The numbers obviously were outstanding in this past game, but he's making plays with his legs and his arm. He's got really good eye discipline, keeps his eyes down the field and works down his progressions for the most part, and has good quarterback instincts.
Despite the Game Day hype around this week, the team's focus is locked in on the field. The team believes their discipline is the key to success.
We want to win every single day. We want to win everything we do. We want to win practice, do the best we can in practice, be perfect every single day. So I would just say just doing the little things, taking it day by day.
Dukes look to continue their undefeated run and improve their overall win streak. Dating back to last season, the team has put together 13 consecutive wins. Kickoff is at 2 p.m. at Bridgeforth Stadium.
Very crazy. I think there's still a football game this weekend, Piper, obviously. And it should be a big one. JMU came back from a 20-3 deficit last season. And if you're planning on camping out, staying overnight, or attending the game, you're in luck because our reporter Noel James is in studio with your weather update.
Thanks, Colby, and good afternoon, Dukes. With ESPN College Day and the Jonas Brothers in town, the excitement is at a fever pitch. But let's look at the forecast this weekend. Throughout today, we've had temperatures ranging from a high of 66. But if you're going to that camp out, make sure to bring a blanket because the highs are going to be in the 40s. We're expecting about 35% chance of rain about 10 p.m. with 53 in the temperatures, but as we move towards 2 a.m. and 6 a.m., you're going to be ranging at 49 and 47 degrees. But as we go to the game tomorrow, you are going to be looking at temperatures switching between 55 at the highest and 49 at the lowest, with that 51 and 54 at 11 a.m. and 10 a.m. and 11 a.m., at the quad on game day exactly, with that matchup between the Dukes and App State. And as we go on, if you'd made plans to travel on Sunday, that's the best day for you with a high of 58 and clear skies. But I will mention the smoke from the wildfire has been meandering back and forth in the valley. AQI is currently at 166, which is unhealthy. Most of the smoky haze is expected to clear up by noon tomorrow. So if you're comfortable being outside, that's great. But if you have breathing conditions, you want to take some precautions like masking up, staying hydrated, and not spending too much time outside, you know. But that's your weekend weather. Safe travels and happy Thanksgiving, and enjoy the rest of College Game Day weekend. Colby and Piper, back to you.
Thank you so much, Noel. And now we're set for some predictions for the game. We're going to go to Zoe and Maggie, who also have someone special with them. What do y'all have down there?
Well, instead of us giving our predictions for game day, we have a special guest picker here for Breeze TV. James Madison, tell us, what are your predictions for the game tomorrow?
As the father of the Constitution, we have the mother of all college game day crowds. I got Dukes by 50, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Thank you so much, James Madison. And thank you all at home for tuning in. We hope you enjoy all the game day celebrations. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you so much from out there. We'll give some predictions ourselves. I don't know if it'll be as exciting as that one. I think looking at this JMU team, they're playing with a lot of momentum. So is App State. But I think you got to go with the Dukes here with game day and all the hype. I'm going 31-27.
Yeah, and I'm also going JMU wins 34-24. I'm giving them a bigger deficit. But
it should be a fun one. It was an honor hosting this College Game Day show.
Oh, absolutely. One for the history books for sure.
And it was so much fun to be able to do this. So I'm Colby Reese.
And I'm Piper Hepler.
Thank you so much for watching.